We don't make editorial decisions and then make an editorial decision to fact check a politician. But only one politician, Donald J. Trump. So Twitter, who banned us from running ads about, 3 years ago, I guess, never gave us a reason why, because it's run by primarily liberal hacks who can't stand you. Twitter, they're going to feel the pain and the wrath of the free market soon, I assure you. This can't go on forever. The mainstream media tried this for years. And then we had Fox News come along. And I will never, ever forget being an instructor at the Secret Service Academy, and the late Roger Ailes, who used to run Fox News, came and gave a speech at the Secret Service Academy. One of the agents' families knew him. This is in the early days of Fox. And he said something I'll never forget. Someone in the audience or someone asked him about, Fox News and how he thought of this idea of doing a news station that actually did, Joe, get ready, news and not like liberal nonsense. And he said, yeah, I just figured there was this untapped market in America called 51% of the population. I thought, it's the greatest line ever. So true. That untapped market is there right now. I'm telling you, about probably 30, 40, maybe upwards of 50% of the users of these platforms are probably people to the right of the political spectrum who are tired of your nonsense, Twitter. Twitter opened up a new front yesterday. They are now, Joe, they're in the fact-checking business. Fact-checking, air quotes, business now. Yeah. They're fact-checkers now. I thought they were a platform, not a publisher. What happened? Wall Street Journal article. Twitter adds a fact-check notice to Trump tweets on mail-in ballots. Move follows an earlier appeal by the widower that president's false tweets about the death of his wife be pulled down. Wait, what? Twitter is now in the fact-checking business? I thought, call me crazy, but I thought Twitter was an unbiased platform. The Communications Decency Act and all that stuff where you can't sue Twitter for the content on there. Yeah. Why? Because Twitter's claiming, follow me, this is not an insignificant point. Twitter's claiming, along with Facebook and these other platforms with air quotes, we're not like a newspaper, man. We don't make editorial decisions. So if something's put on Twitter in the form of a tweet that's defamatory, you can't sue us because we're a platform. I don't get it. Well, you can sue a newspaper. Because they're not a platform, they're a publisher that makes editorial decisions. So if a newspaper writes a story that Joe Armacost is from Mars and has Martian DNA, and be careful, he could contaminate everyone with this Martian DNA, obviously knowing it's false, and Joe being a public figure still, and they know it's false, Joe can sue. And Joe will probably win that case because Joe is not, in fact, from Mars. Just putting that out there in case some of the liberals with thick skulls actually believed it. But if someone writes that on Twitter, Joe may be able to go after the person who wrote it, but Joe's not able to go after Twitter. Because Twitter claims, hey, we're just an unbiased platform. We're not a publisher. We're not making editorial decisions. No, the verdict is in. That's BS. Now we know that to be false because Twitter has decided to editorialize and add commentary to tweets and do so-called fact-checking. It's over now. It's over. It's over for Twitter. I tweeted this out last night. I got 35,000 retweets. Twitter has no idea the Pandora's box they opened. None. I don't know if they're too stupid to figure it out, but you cannot claim to be a platform. You can't sue us. We need to be protected. We don't make editorial decisions and then make an editorial decision to fact check a politician. But only one politician, Donald J. Trump. Now that I've set that up for you, by the way, please go to Parler. They're a sponsor of my show, Parler. I'm begging you. Parler. Go there today. It's everything Twitter and Facebook aren't. It's a social media platform that will not target you. They are a sponsor of the show, but I was a member before. Just go there and set up an account today. Today. Go do it. Parler. You don't have to deal with any of this Twitter garbage anymore. We have to do something. To do matters. Action matters. Talk is cheap. We have to do something. Parler, please go today. Go to the App Store and download it. So here's what happened. Here's the actual Trump tweet that Twitter decided they were going to fact check. He starts talking about mail-in ballots in his tweet. Trump says there's no way, zero, that mail-in ballots will be anything less than substantially fraudulent. Mailboxes will be robbed, ballots will be forged, and even illegally printed out and fraudulently signed. The governor of California is sending ballots to millions of people. And he goes on. Look, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see it. At the bottom, they have this little line they've added. Get the facts about mail-in ballots. Here we go. Twitter, open it. Pandora box, open. You're not a platform anymore. Now you're in the business of fact-checking politicians, but only the president of the United States? You made an editorial publishing decision to literally not serve as Donald Trump is a platform on Twitter. Again, you can sue Trump. You just can't sue Twitter. Twitter decided to add its own content, its own publishing decision right there to add content that wasn't there, Joe. Trump did not add that fact check. Twitter did. Now, Twitter, here we go. Sorry, good thing. Paul up with a big hat tip there. Rescue me. I didn't even put up with the fact. Here's, if you click on the fact check, here's what you see. Trump makes unsubstantiated claim that mail-in ballots will lead to voter fraud. And it goes into articles by, wait for it. It goes into articles by CNN Politics and NBC News. Oh, total arbiters of truth, Joe. Come on. CNN and NBC. You mean the same two outlets? And in the fact check, they claim that these claims are false. There's no mail-in ballot fraud. That's not happening on a mass scale. There's nothing to worry about with mail-in ballots. So CNN and NBC, just to be clear, the two tip-of-the-spear loser networks who for 3 years told us the collusion hoax was real and the Spygate scandal was fake. They got the story backwards. Are there going to be retroactive fact checks? Is it going to be like Back to the Future? Retroactive fact checks on all of those tweets pumping the collusion hoax? I'm assuming you're going to fact check Moscow Maddow. I'm assuming you're going to fact check sleazeball Adam Schiff. All those tweets about, we have evidence of collusion. Obviously lies. No evidence has ever surfaced. Obviously false. Are there going to be fact checks on there? What about deranged Chuck Todd from NBC? What about George Costanza, Brian Stelter, over at CNN, and his lunatic buddy, Oliver Darcy, two nutty fringe conspiracy theorists? Are their Twitter tweets going to be fact-checked?
You just heard The Dan Bongino Show. You can also get Dan's podcasts on iTunes or SoundCloud. And follow Dan on Twitter 24/7 @DBongino.